Kailangan may gumawa nito, otherwise nakikita nyo naman, nag-resume na naman ang Quadcom. Tignan nyo kung paano nila tinatrato si Colonel Grijaldo.
Tama ba yung state mo? I felt that they wanted to convince me to do what they wanted me to do.
I stand by my statement, Your Honor.
Sagutin mo yung tanong ko.
I would like to invoke my right sa
Mr. Chair,
Your Honor.
may I move that we cite Colonel Grijaldo in contempt for violation of Section 11, Paragraph C, refusal to answer relevant questions?
Matapang ka lang doon sa Senado kasi may kakampi ka. Dito ka magpakita ng tapang mo. Hindi yung nandoon ka lang. Alam mo, ang mahirap kasi sa'yo, gusto lang nating malaman ang katotohanan sa likod nito. Ang dami mo ng ginawa eh. Dinamay mo pa yung mga kasama na, hindi dahil sa kasama namin sila, kundi hindi tama ang nangyari at ginawa mo.
Binabambuzel, ini-intimidate, binabrowbeat, binubuli dahil natatakot sila doon sa affidavit ni Colonel Grijaldo. Kasi hindi naman po habang buhay nakakulong si Colonel Grijaldo. Pagka nag-adjourn ang 19th Congress, automatically po lifted na yung detention order ni Colonel Grijaldo. At I'm pretty sure magdedemanda yan. At nakita nyo na po sa social media na totoo sinasabi niya. Kinausap talaga niya, may CCTV kung saan pumasok si Abante, si Paduano, si Fernandez at yung abogado ni Colonel Garma.
Ipinahayag ni Attorney Topacio ang lahat ng ginawa ng Quadcom hearing na ito na hindi na nagiging maganda sa paningin ng taong bayan na tila ba sumusobra ang mga ito sa kanilang ginagawa kahit ang kliyente ni Attorney Topacio tungkol sa Pogo ay pinagbantaan daw ni Dan Fernandez upang pigilan makipag-usap ito sa isang abogado na si Attorney Topacio. Ang lahat ay may dahilan kung bakit ginagawa nila ito. Eto, panoorin natin ng buo ang pagbatikos ni Topacio sa mga kongresistang ito.
Dalawa po kasi ang issue ngayong araw na ito eh.
This is a verified complaint. A copy is right now on its way to the House of Representatives. This is an ethics complaint against Congressman Danilo Ramon S. Fernandez, more popularly known as Dan Fernandez, or Attorney Google. Anyway, this is for certain conduct unbecoming of a member of parliament, unparliamentary conduct, which were committed during the hearings of the Quadcom. I will just give you the general details anyway. I will be leaving this copy for you, and those who wish for soft copies, I will viber to you later immediately a soft copy. If you recall, noon pong nililitis o dinidinig yung tungkol sa mga Pogo, kinatawan ko po roon. Nirepresent ko si Miss Catherine Cassandra Leong. At lahat naman po tayo saksi sa ginawang paglabag sa mga karapatan ni Miss Cassie Leong. Specifically, not only the deprivation of the right to counsel, but physically, this was unprecedented in legislative history in this country. Nahaharangin mo yung abogado at hindi mo palalapitin sa kanyang kliyente during a legislative hearing, sapagkat ang karapatan na magkaroon ng abogado upang makipagsangguni ang isang testigo sa legislative hearing ay ginagarantiya ng walang iba kundi ng ating saligang batas. Number 2, pagwawarning sa abogado na huwag bigyan ng payo ang kanyang kliyente. Saang planeta po acceptable ang ganoong behavior? Nasasabihin mo, Attorney Topacio, do not approach your clients, otherwise you will be cited in contempt. How is that even possible? Number 3, yung hindi po pagbigay ng right to remain silent and the right against self-incrimination sa isang testigo. At si Congressman Fernandez, bagamat hindi abogado, hindi ko naman sinasabing kapag hindi ka abogado ay hindi mo na alam ang batas. Ngunit, sinasabi na nga po sa kanila, or dapat, a person who is in the legislature should be charged with knowledge of the law. Because, number 1, they are lawmakers. Paano kang gagawa ng batas kung ikaw ay walang alam sa batas? Pwede naman pong basahin ang mga desisyon. Tama naman, to an extent, si Congressman Fernandez, pwede kang mag-google. At mag-google mo yung mga kaso. At kung meron kang hindi naintindihan sa kaso, meron ka namang legal staff siguro. O itanong mo sa kapwa mo, congressman na abogado, ano bang ibig sabihin nito? At pinoint out na nga po sa kanila na sa napakaraming kaso, the right to remain silent and the right against self-incrimination may be invoked not only in criminal proceedings, but in all proceedings, civil, administrative, legislative. At pinakita na nga po sa kanila ang batas. Pinoint out na nga po sa kanila yung batas. Bakit ayaw pa nilang sundin? That is also against the oath that they have taken when they took their oath of office to defend and protect the Constitution and the laws of the Republic of the Philippines and pronouncements of the Supreme Court, according to our civil code, are part of the law of the land. So yan po ang isang violation, ano? Number 2, yun pong the right of a witness to be treated with dignity and with respect. Kapag ikaw ay tinatawag, na violate po yan. Binabastos po nila ang mga witnesses, not only my client. But of course, I have no right to complain on behalf of the other witnesses who are also represented by counsel. Yun po. Number 3, yung pronouncements, very unparliamentary. Alam niyo po, in all parliaments in the entire civilized world, meron pong language na tinatawag nila unparliamentary. Di ba? Ayaw na ayaw nila si Pangulong Duterte. Sinabi nila, do not use offensive words. Pero bakit sila? Tatawagin nilang pathological liar, puro ka pa cute, puro ganon. Tatakutin mo pa. Misleading the witness, sasabihin pa, tignan mo itong mga napatay, di umano dahil daw ng pogo. Tignan mo yan, we will grant you immunity if you testify against them. That is misleading. The legislature cannot grant immunity. It is only the prosecution in certain cases and the prosecution with the consent of the court in other cases that may grant immunity by way of making a witness, a state witness. It is not for the legislature to grant immunity. They can only grant transactional immunity, which I can explain later on, but they cannot grant complete immunity. So, pag sabasamahin nyo yan, ayaw nilang pakausap sa abogado bago tatakutin nila para magsalita against her right to self-incrimination and against the right to remain silent. Pagkatapos, igagrant mo na, papangakuan mo ng immunity na wala ka namang kapangyarihang ibigay. All of these are unparliamentary conduct. And nakalagay po, may rules of conduct, hindi lamang ang miyembro ng mababang kapulungan, kundi ang mga public officials on how they conduct themselves. And it is my respectful contention that Congressman Fernandez has violated these norms of conduct. Ngayon, bakit sa Ethics Committee? Kasi may nakalagay po sa ating konstitusyon na yung mga ginagawa po ng isang miyembro ng lehislatura, they can only be made liable, therefore, in no other place than the legislature. That's why may committee on ethics. They are supposed to police themselves. Now huli na po, bago tayo pumunta rito, and I feel this is also of equal importance in this case. sasabihin nila, walang mangyayari dyan sa complaint mo kasi sila din yan eh. Si Congressman Espares ang head ng Committee on Ethics. Pagtatakpan lang nila yung sarili nila. Well, unang-una, I would like to give our lawmakers, at least the majority, the benefit of the doubt. Although I doubt the benefit. Ngunit, by doing this, I want to prove two things. Number one should not sit idly by while the rights of persons are being trampled upon by the legislature. Dapat may magreklamo rito. Otherwise, gagawin nilang palagi yan sa lahat ng witnesses. Notwithstanding the caveat of the Supreme Court in Ong versus Senate Blue Ribbon Committee, which by the way, I argued before the Supreme Court, which says that all witnesses must be given due process. Bina-violate na po nila yan. Number two, by filing this, I want to hold a mirror up to our honorable congressmen. Tignan nga po natin, tignan nyo ang sarili nyo, kung anong ginawa nyo sa mababang kapulungan, which is supposed to be an august body, which is supposed to be populated by honorable men and women, kaya nga honorable ang tawag sa inyo eh. Are you really honorable? Are you really august? Kaya nyo bang ipulis ang inyong ranks? Do you still have any shred of decency left in your bodies para makita na mali ang ginagawa ng isang miyembro ninyo at disiplinahin ninyo? Because by no stretch of the imagination is such conduct exhibited by Congressman Fernandez allowable or should be countenanced or tolerated by anyone. So yan lang po. Kailangang may gumawa nito, otherwise nakikita nyo naman, nag-resume na naman ang Quadcom. Tignan nyo kung paano nila tinatrato si Colonel Grijaldo. Binabambuzel, ini-intimidate, binabrowbeat, binubuli dahil natatakot sila doon sa affidavit ni Colonel Grijaldo. Kasi hindi naman po habang buhay nakakulong si Colonel Grijaldo. Pagka nag-adjourn ang 19th Congress, automatically po lifted na yung detention order ni Colonel Grijaldo. At I'm pretty sure magdedemanda yan. At nakita nyo na po sa social media na totoo sinasabi niya.